have the means to purchase a yacht with a baseball court, a yacht with a complete fishing and diving facility, having 2 margarita makers on board a yacht? He is, of course, none other than Michael Jordan. I mean, I've heard he gets paid very well. Oh, and he made a decent sum of money throughout his 15-year NBA career. Today, we're going to look at Michael Jordan's outrageous yacht collection, which includes an unbelievable $80 million yacht. We'll go through their specifications, prices, and the specific activities that MJ engages in while aboard. Michael Jordan has been one of the best-known and well-known athletes for the past 30 years, but he has surprisingly managed to maintain a reasonable bit of seclusion. Most recently, his airness declined an invitation to an interview that would have taken place in his Florida residence purely out of concern for the privacy of his property. I don't blame the man, in all honesty. The value of privacy is great, and once lost, it cannot be regained. But this home isn't the only thing that Michael Jordan has tried to keep private. While he's a huge fan of yachts and is frequently photographed aboard them, there has been little information released on the yachts he owns. And with a net worth of $1.6 billion, you can bet he owns a nice one. Mr. Terrible. First, let's start with Mr. Terrible, which is far, far from terrible. The yacht has been connected to Michael Jordan for quite some time and hasn't been available to charter for a few years now. So I'll let you do the math. Mr. Terrible has everything you could want in a super yacht. It spans an impressive 154 feet, about the length of 1.5 basketball courts. It has a range of 2,700 nautical miles, which means Michael Jordan can zip around the Caribbean for several days with ease, and believe me, he does it quite often. And though the specs of the boat are impressive, it's what's inside and on the decks that's the real moneymaker. On the flybridge, there is not only an open steering station, but a full area for entertainment and relaxation that is brimming with opulent details. In addition, there's a hot tub within reach of a wet bar. I mean, really, what more could you need? Well, perhaps a 50-inch plasma screen TV that is retractable gives you the option to either enjoy the tropical views or watch, well, I don't know, Space Jam perhaps. You don't even have to worry about lifting a finger to find the remote while you lounge against the hot tub jets because the remote is waterproof and floats in the water for easy reach. If that's not the definition of luxury, I don't know what is. Of course, this isn't the only deck where one can have fun in the sun. On the aft deck is an area for alfresco dining, and further down on the main deck, there's a fishing cockpit. The fishing cockpit includes a live bait tank and large rod lockers, which is perfect for Michael Jordan, who is an avid fisherman. But if anyone wants to get even closer to the action, there's a dive center on board the ship as well. The dive center includes a Nitrox dive compressor and 6 full sets of diving gear on board, which means he could dive with all 5 of his kids. However, if he'd rather send his wife Yvette in his place, there are underwater cameras on board to see the action below deck without having to hop in the ocean. Moreover, the interior of this yacht is tastefully decorated in a Polynesian style, combined with Art Deco touches for a truly unique experience. There are also dozens of entertaining areas, including a dining saloon with room for 14. In the saloon, a spiral staircase serves as a focal point, crafted of bubinga and stainless steel. The lounge area on the other side of the dining table would be the perfect place to kick back and have a cigar, which appears to be one of Michael Jordan's favorite pastimes out on the open sea. For the end of the night or middle of the day, I suppose there's a full bar with plenty of room for company. And if the company takes the drinking to its full potential, there's room for at least 12 people to stay overnight in lush staterooms. Not only is MJ the king on the court, but he's also the king of hospitality, with the guest accommodations, which all feature ensuite bathrooms and lounge areas. But of course, he saved the best for himself. There's a massive skylight with an oceanic mosaic, an ensuite with a luxurious copper soaking tub and wood basin sinks. Mr. Terrible is estimated to be worth about $21 million, which would hardly put a dent in Michael's fortune. Now it's time to take a look at the big one. The yacht that Michael Jordan has been linked to and photographed on is priced at a whopping $80 million. And while Mr. Terrible doesn't describe the experience of setting out on the open seas, the $80 million yacht, Joy, is a name that really suits what it offers to the owner because this yacht has everything. At 229 feet long, Joy dwarfs Mr. Terrible and is sure to do the same to almost any yacht in any harbor. The ship is also new, having been built in 2016. Over the 5 decks on board Joy, there are layers of luxury and surprises to be found. The main feature, of course, and probably the one that drew Michael Jordan to this yacht in the first place, is the basketball court on deck. The court is on the foredeck, giving him an ideal place to run a few plays with his kids. I mean, can you imagine cruising through the Caribbean and being able to play a game of basketball as you sail across the sparkling blue waves? It just sounds magical. With that being said, if he isn't in the mood for basketball, which surely isn't often, the foredeck can be converted to a game stack for nearly any sport including badminton and football. Additionally, one of the main features of Joy is its versatility and ability to adapt to indoor and outdoor living. The 4 decks and all 3 aft decks can be enclosed in the glass during colder months or inclement weather, so you're always able to use the entire ship no matter what Mother Nature has in store. Most of the indoor spaces are encased in glass sliding doors, which means Michael's wife could sit inside the lounge with a drink and still talk to her kids out on the basketball court, the best of both worlds truly. The game deck directly connects to the owner's pavilion, which includes an impressive master suite with 270-degree views of the water, his and hers bathrooms, as well as an owner's office and a private owner's lounge, offering the utmost privacy even when friends are aboard the ship, and certainly you'll have friends aboard the ship. Moreover, there are 7 cabins, 2 VIP staterooms, 4 double cabins, and a twin cabin, which provides enough room for 12 guests. The bathrooms all feature granite accents and rainfall showers, which create a spa experience for everyone. And speaking of spa experiences, this yacht has a spa, which is complete with a jacuzzi, sauna, and a treatment room where guests can get massages and facials. There are dozens of living areas and lounges aboard the ship, but none shine quite as brightly as the main lounge. The main lounge has a bar and custom furniture crafted in warm colors to create a cozy yet luxurious space. One of my favorite lounge areas can be found outside. On one of the aft decks, you'll find a jacuzzi and sitting area with a wet bar. And I bet you'd know exactly where I'd be spending most of my time aboard the ship. Although, there is one area that's just a bit cooler. Imagine you're Michael Jordan and it is Saturday night. You want to get down, but you're hundreds of miles offshore on Joy. Well, what do? You could head up the elevator into the beach club. There, you'll find an entire space dedicated to entertainment. The flooring and lights convert into disco lights, creating a private club-like experience no matter where you are. During the day, when you're fighting the hangover from dancing the beach club the night before, you can enjoy the cinema room. The room features video walls where you can curl up with a movie or play some video games. Don't worry, it comes with big beanbag chairs, so you'll be as comfy as possible. If everything on the boat just isn't enough, there is plenty of ways to enjoy the open sea. Additionally, the yacht comes with inflatables, including a slide that extends from the top story down to the water. There are also multiple tender boats, 2 wave runners, 4 seaboards, 5 pedal boards, kayaks, water skis, wakeboards, trampolines, fishing, and scuba gear. In other words, nobody who boards the ship will get bored. The experience is hence called Joy. Even while Michael Jordan doesn't own the $80 million boat, he has at least chartered it numerous times, which is no minor accomplishment. According to the most recent reports, Joy's charter fee was $600,000. A month of charting the ship would cost him a staggering $2.4 million. But if you're more than $1 billion, you'd undoubtedly be willing to shell out that much money to play basketball on the open seas. There you have it then. One of the greatest athletes to ever live owns some of those yachts. Which do you like the best? Which one do you think is the coolest looking of these yachts? Do you believe Michael genuinely owns this, or are they just props for the show? Let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed the video, and make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Thank you in advance for your feedback. I am Miss Luxurious, signing off for now. Do not forget to visit our YouTube luxury channel Luxoid to explore the exemplification of the great state of comfort and extravagant living.